In this video, I'm going to introduce you to functions. Now, if you are new to programming and you don't know what functions are and you are a little bit scared about what functions are, I'm going to make all of that worry go away, all right? Because functions are not dangerous and you normally fear things that are dangerous. So I'm going to remove all of the danger from functions, all of the unknown from functions, so you have no fear and you have pure confidence in yourself to know what functions are. When someone talks about what functions are, you're going to go, that's super easy. So we don't have to talk about programming to talk about functions. And if you listen to what I'm going to say in this one video, you will understand functions in their entirety, okay? Because it's pure mathematics. How we write functions in programming languages is something different. That's called the syntax. That's not functions. Okay, so what we have here is basic maths right now. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. We have add, subtract, divide, and multiply. These are functions, okay? And the function add has two parameters. It needs two numbers. It needs the first number and it needs the second number. And we have then the add sign there, all right? And it has a result. The add function takes two parameters and it gives a result of a number, right? Or an integer in this situation, right? Subtract has two parameters. It needs the first number, it needs the second number, and it minuses, it subtracts the second number from the first number to give the result of, once again, an integer, right? Division or divide has two parameters, has the first number and then the second number, and it divides the first number by the second number and it returns a number. We're not going to get into the dividing by 0 here, but it returns a number. Multiplication has a function, multiply, and it has two parameters, the first number and the second number. It multiplies the first number by the second number, or the second number by the first number. It is of no relevance. It doesn't matter which way. And it then gives a result of an integer, all right? These are functions, and what I've said here is the parameters and then the return. The result is the return. It gives back. So if you went into a kitchen with a recipe, right, and also all of the ingredients required for that one recipe, and you then the recipe has a name of what should be created and it has a picture of what it should look like, the chef or the cooks in the kitchen will take all of that stuff and then they will give you back that one dish, that one cake or whatever it is. They will give you one back, that completed, finished thing. And as long as it's the thing that is required, that you said, I want this, this, and this, and this, as long as it matches that thing that you want, then that was a function, all right? It was a kitchen that produces the product that you want. You give it all of the ingredients, right? But for the kitchen, looking at it from the kitchen's perspective, they have parameters, they have requirements that need to be fulfilled in order to be able to do the thing that you want them to do. But the person from the outside has all of those arguments, right? Those items that are needed, the ingredients. So when you are giving a function the items, the ingredients, they are called arguments, all right? So right now we have 1 is an argument and 1 is an argument, right? When we pass it to the add function, right, the add function receives 2 arguments to fulfill the 2 parameters, right? It's 2 parameters. You see, you understand how the function has 2 arguments, right? But they are parameters. Internally, when it's defined, they are parameters. But when you give a function those items, they are the arguments. And the value that is expected to the result of it is called the return value, all right? Now, if you've been watching the other videos already, you've seen this already, right? Hello world. And this is a function, and the function print has parameters of, let's just call it, to simplify it, a string. You provide it with a string and it doesn't return anything, right? Well, it kind of does return something, but we're going to talk about that later. But what it does is it outputs to standard out this text down here. So it writes to standard out the text that you provide it here into then the console. All right, so this is what this function's job is doing. Now, when we create a function, right, the name of the function here is print, right? And as we see here, add is a function in mathematics. Subtract is a function is in mathematics. And if we was to write it here, we would say then add, right? Say num1, num2, and what we're expecting back is then the result, right? So we're expecting the result back, which would then be 2. Now, this is just a completely pseudo text here, right? We're saying that we have an add function and it takes 2 arguments from outside. So it's got 2 parameters from inside, num1 and num2, right? And then it should add the 2 together to give then the 1 result. So this is an introduction to what functions are, right? And in the next video, we're actually going to create functions and we're going to create these 4 functions. So I hope this video has removed all fear, anxiety, or anything about functions where you think they are super nasty and I don't understand them. Okay, so what does a function has? A function has a name, right? A function can take 0 or more parameters, right? 3, a function must have a return value, okay, or results, okay? And 4, a function is executed by calling the function. All right, so when we say print, we are calling the function. That is executing the actual contents, the code block, the statements within inside of the function, which we'll see soon. So this is what a function does. All right, and yeah, so this is an introduction to functions, and this is an introduction to functions in every programming language. All right, so if you're wanting to learn JavaScript, this video helps you. If you're wanting to learn C, this video helps you. If you're wanting to learn Java, this video helps you. If you're wanting to learn Kotlin, this video helps you. If you're wanting to learn Rust, this video helps you. If you're wanting to learn Bash, this video helps you. So this video is not specific to Swift. This video is specific to functions in programming languages, all right? And functions really in the world of mathematics too. And if you also want to understand what methods are, right? So you might have heard function and methods. Well, they are the same thing. It's just where they live is the thing that differentiates them, all right? So functions and methods, they have the same characteristics, but it's where they live is where what is different, all right? And when and how, when and where they are defined is different, but the look and the feel and the functionality of functions is exactly the same, all right? With that said, and then they have some scope as well, all right? They might have some different scope, but that's something different for a future video. With that said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've got something out of this video. I hope this has been the most fundamentally important video of all of the videos that I've made so far, because this one is super important to get your head around. Now, if you already understand functions and you understand the what they do and so on, then this video is probably of no relevance to you. However, if you were new to programming and you didn't know what functions were, then you've already seen them on the calculators, you've already seen them in mathematics, you've seen them probably in Excel, all the time already, but you just haven't you just haven't used them yourself. With that said, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and if you do have any questions, any concerns, any feedback, any critiques on this one video, please let's start a conversation in the comments section down below. With that said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao, and goodbye.